Business people across the continent are keenly watching the developments from China's two sessions. CGTN's Yasser Hakim sat down with Ashraf Naguib, the Secretary General of the Asian Egyptian Businessmen Association, to get his view on Chinese policies.
China has played a very important role in lifting up our spirits after coming out of two revolutions, having our foreign reserves diluted within that period of time, a drop in foreign direct investment, and maybe an instability that a lot of international investors felt that there could be a great risk in investing in Egypt. But the Chinese didn't look at it that way. They had the risk appetite to come to Egypt and to make investments at a time that a lot of people had taken 2 to 10 steps back. And I believe that this gives China a competitive advantage in Egypt and in Africa as well, knowing that Egypt is the gateway to Africa.
As the Secretary General of the Asian Egyptian Businessmen Association, how do you view the business relations and doing business with the Chinese?
Chinese are one of the best around the world in terms of infrastructure, and we have to look at the demographics of Egypt and how its population uses land. We live on 6% of our total land area, and I'm very, very proud to announce that the Egyptian government last week made an announcement that we need to increase that 6% to a target of 12%. Now that's going to require a tremendous amount of investment in infrastructure. It will require a tremendous amount of know-how and experience within that sector. And I think that Chinese are one of the best countries in the world, not only in building infrastructure, but building it fast and efficiently. So one of the key elements that we're going to see within the next couple of years, probably in the next 4 years, is more investment into infrastructure, more Chinese companies being involved in these infrastructure. I'm not just talking about roads, I'm talking about airports, I'm talking about infrastructure of ports, port facilities, logistical hubs.
Have you been following the two sessions in Beijing? How do you view the policies of President Xi?
We are seeing more and more countries looking towards protectionism when it comes to global trade. What I respect about him is the fact that he not only open-minded, but also is open to a new era of globalization that will be led by China. And I totally respect the fact that we are now looking as Egyptians to be part of the BRICS. We are now looking at being part of the One Belt and One Road initiative that China has undertaken. So it is that sense of globalization that we really respect. Free market economics has become a highlight of China as well under his leadership. I believe that his leadership has made a change and will continue to make a change in global trade. The idea of China leading investments in the global community is really going to has defined and is going to define his leadership in the coming years.